Coming up on this episode of the Talking Mac podcast is all iPhone news and rumors. We're going to give you the scoop on the iPhone. This is the Talking Mac podcast. Hello, welcome to the Talking Mac podcast. It's episode number 30. That means we're kicking off the 4th season of the Talking Mac podcast, episode number 30. You know, this is a huge mile marker for us. We have over 317 subscribers to this podcast. Now, that's phenomenal for how long we've been doing it. YouTube has about 36 subscribers, I think. Miro, where we get a majority of our stuff, has about 300 subscribers. And we're going to hopefully get in iTunes soon. And cool things like that. Our videos that we do every Wednesday, check back youtube.com/talkingmac every Wednesday. Those are becoming a big success too. And I gotta say, if you want to buy any kind of product on our website, talkingmac.tk, click on any episode page. You'll see a search button and it'll say shop link search right under the player there. Type whatever you want to search in there. It'll combine all the searches for you so you can get the lowest price. And if you buy using one of those links in there, we get paid a little bit to help bring the show back to you. So use that search box. We also got some ads for an Apple Macintosh computer. So if you're looking for a nice computer, there you have it right down there. TalkingMac.tk, thank you. That'll help us out really well. All right, it's time for Apple News. Apple News for this week consists of a lot of cool things here. We've got a security update, 2008-002 version 1.1. Now, this is a minor security update. According to the Mac Observer, the update addresses reliability issues with printer settings. The printer settings button in Aperture 2.0 on systems running macOS 10.5.2. No other applications other than Aperture 2 were affected by the update. Apple secures iPhone naming rights in Japan. The Nagoya-based, I don't know how you say it, iPhone, chose this week to tell the world that it's been in talks with Apple since the summer about giving the U.S. firm the right to use the iPhone trademark in Japan. The possible conflict arose although iPhone and iPhone are spelled differently in English, but the Japanese rendering of both is exactly the same. So, yeah, Apple's going to celebrate the grand opening of the Apple Store Cherry Hill in New Jersey on March 29th. Apple will be celebrating, open at 10 a.m. Eastern. I know down here in Atlanta, I went to the opening of the Mall of Georgia store. I was there. You got your cool T-shirts. They were even handing out some prizes there. So if you're in the Cherry Hill area, New Jersey, in the tri-state area up there, go ahead, check it out. 2000 Right 38 Cherry Hill, New Jersey is the Apple Store. I think it's in the Cherry Hill Mall. I'm not sure. You get a free Cherry Hill t-shirt as well. And here's some shocking news. 2 Apple Store employees are charged with the theft of 332 iPhones. 2 men employed to sell iPhones at the Apple Computer Store in the mall at Rockham Park in Salem, New Hampshire, went into business for themselves, stealing 332 of the iPhones before being caught by the bosses, police said. James A. Kimball reports for the Eagle Tribune. Police yesterday arrested Joshua Gavin, 28, of Massachusetts, and Christopher Nashi, 22, of Sandtown, of felony theft against stealing $132,468 worth of the iPhone and selling it on the black market. So that's some shocking news right there. This has been this week's Apple News. Again, I encourage you to go to our website, talkingmac.tk, listen to the full episode, because I got so much iPhone stuff. Oh my God, including the Gadget of the Day coming up. We're not going to be able to cover it all. But let's talk about these iPhones, news, and rumors. Talkingmac.tk is the place to go. I'd love if you visit there. And we're being sponsored this week by the Just Adobe blog at justadobe.blogspot.com. If you wanting to learn any tips and tricks about InDesign, Photoshop, Illustrator, Dreamweaver, After Effects, Premiere Pro, anything related to Adobe, you can go there, justadobe.blogspot.com. And a podcast, the Just Adobe podcast, is coming soon for that as well. So check it out, justadobe.blogspot.com. Alright, Apple updates the iPhone SDK with the Interface Builder. Apple released a new version of the free iPhone Software Development Kit SDK, which now includes the Interface Builder. The Interface Builder is a tool for developers to visually create user interfaces. Apple released the first version of the iPhone SDK on March 6th, and the SDK allows developers to build their own applications, which will first become available to the general public in June 2008. Alright. Here's something else for your jailbroken iPhones. iPhone Notes allows you to download and upload notes into jailbroken iPhones. So if you have a jailbroken iPhone, you know, you can download iPhone Notes. And remember, everything here that I talk about, including the Gadget of the Day, links to that, and everything else will be available at talkamac.tk. On the front page, you'll see a button say click to play, and you can click to play the episode at the top is the newest episode, or you can go to our archives, and when you click there, under it, you'll see show notes for everything I'm talking about, linked to all of these articles, so you will want to go head over to talkamac.tk. Okay, we're going to have to hurry up real quick. Let's go ahead and get to our download, our gadget of the week, and then we'll see what else we can squeeze in. It's time for our gadget of the week. This week's gadget of the week is the Kensington 33169 digital FM radio and transmitter for iPods. If you want to put your iPod in the car, this great piece of gear is priced at $12 at Amazon. The Kensington digital FM radio transmitter for your iPod. You can play your iPod through your home stereo or car speaker system. Plays FM stations for your iPod. For presets, lock in your favorites. You can have a push-button digital tuner. And with clear FM technology, reduces noise and enhances stereo separation with a 1-year warranty. Go ahead and check it out. Go to our website, talkingmac.tk, and find this podcast episode show notes, and you'll see a link there. And this is, however, not a paid sponsorship for this product, just one that I like. This has been this week's Gadget of the Week. Alright, so let's go ahead and see if we can squeeze a couple more things in here. Gameloft announced that they will release 15 iPhone games by the end of 2008. Gameloft announced that they will bring 15 of their games to the iPhone platform. Gameloft, as you know, may release iPod games on iTunes already. Pocket Gamer has a mock-up of what, the games might look like. Check out our show notes, talkingmac.tk. Go over there to the show notes. You can even download this podcast and put it on your iPod. We'll hopefully get it in iTunes. And that's some news right there for you. More confirmation of a 3G iPhone in June. Kevin Rose follows up his previous rumor that a 3G iPhone is coming in the next few months with a Twitter post claiming that he's heard confirmation from a high-level vice president at a big company that works with Apple. According to a source, the new iPhone will ship in June with 3G and GPS. Now, Kevin Rose was the host of the Screensavers on Tech TV and later started Dig.com and founded Pounce, one of those newfangled social network things. Hope you enjoyed this episode, the 30th episode. Thank you guys who've been listening for this long, listening to this podcast. We thank you for your support. Continue to support by supporting us by, searching for a product that you might be wanting to buy at our website, talkingmac.tk, under an episode. Use the shop link, search it right there instead of buying it anywhere else. We'll find the lowest price and just buy through there, and then we can keep bringing this podcast to you. How cool is that? We appreciate you, and we hope that start of season 4, everything's gonna be a whole bunch better. We're gonna be taking this up, doing a lot of cool things, so stay tuned for that as well. Remember, your mind's like a parachute; it will not work unless it's open. So think outside the box, think different. Goodbye, everybody. The preceding was a Technify Media Networks production. Happy 30th birthday, Talking Mac Podcast. It's your birthday.